Welcome, welcome. Good morning, everybody. This is another Asian session here, and it looks like GBGPY didn't really break above 140, man. We came back down. We came back down in that ugly ass range it was at before. I don't know what GJ is up to now. We really thought it's gonna break up and we're gonna have a good time, but it seems like it's not happening here anytime soon. Is this a liquidity grab? No idea. Let's take a look over here. Gold is still stuck in the range. I think we have Jackson Hole Symposium today. Jackson Hole Symposium today. Where is it? Fed shares. Okay, this is gonna cause some sort of a volatility in the U.S. dollar. We got unemployment claims. They're looking at 1 million, down from 1.1. Okay, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We have some like CAD news here as well later on at 11:15. What is Jackson Hole? Let's take a look here. Jackson Hole is basically like a meeting of like your top bankers, your market financial specialists from all around the world. Basically, they talk about where the entire economic fundamentals are heading off to, like depending on the world here. So, you know, I don't really know exactly what it is, but it's like these guys sitting down and meeting and talking. What I know is this happens once a year, right? Last year when it happened, so what happens is once they have a meeting, and after that meeting, once that information is released out to the public, to the press, whatever the press releases, that's when the market moves. So we don't know when it's going to happen. I've never really thought about it, but we'll see what happens. We'll see if it really moves something because it happens 2 days, like day one Thursday, day two Friday. So it's going to move on until tomorrow. Let's take a look on the daily here. Daily GJ is rejecting that level. Let me just remove everything from here. Remove everything. We obviously had this resistance on GJ right over here. And then looking on the 4 hour. 4 hour, we are basically tapping into that same support we tapped into yesterday. Let's take a look on the 1 hour now. So let me just make this a little bit cleaner. Like this. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour is tapping into a support over here. Man, this is just crazy messy. Look at this. And we got a resistance right here. So this is a range, right? This range is 30 pips big range. I don't like this range at all. I don't want to take a trade within this range. I don't want to put my money at risk within that range because that range is really ugly. Yeah, look at that. That's a bad range. I want to see a break above 140, 150. A break and close above 140, 150 is going to tell me that, okay, now I can take like a nice trade heading up, or a break below 139,880. 139,880. Because if you now measure the range below 139,880, we got like a 22 pip range, So with a nice closing below, we can get like 10, 15 pips out of it. Man, Gabriel's really having a sleepy day today. And so break above 140, 150 would be pretty good. So I'm probably gonna stay out of this range over here. Man, this is the third day when we've been waiting. We've been waiting the first thing in the morning. Well, I've been waiting for the first thing in the morning. Waiting for GJ to move. Let's take a look at this chart here. This is GJ, buys above 140, 140. Okay, makes sense. Range is too small and too risky. Yeah, you're right. It's too small and too risky. Someone can put their cowboy hat on and they can try to risk it within this small range. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till price gets out of this range. Alright, let's take a look at this chart here. This is ooh, GJ, need momentum to break consolidation plus support off over there. Yeah, you need momentum for price to break this area here. I mean, this could be risky sell below this point. So there's a bit of a waiting over here. Looking at the 30-minute, the previous 30-minute candle closed with no wick on the top, which generally means that there's no range for the next candle to go up. So, I'm probably gonna wait to see if price breaks below here. Because man, this is an example of ugly range right here, just bad. Looking at the 4 hours, well, 4 hours still there too, so yeah, probably gonna wait. Let's take a look at GU. Looking at GU, price broke out of the zone. Okay, support created, resistance created. Price breaks 1.32 bias to target TP. This makes sense. You have clean candles here to the left. You're looking for support to break, and you got clean candle here to the left for price to continue down. That's pretty good. Question: why do you need 2 living rooms? Because when you have guests, so when you have guests over, so in our culture, what happens is that when you have multiple families over, sometimes like the men don't mingle with the women, so you gotta put women in one living room and you gotta put men in the other living room, so they're two separate. That's why it's an Asian thing. Asians do that. 142.50, it was a resistance on 1 hour time frame. Yeah, so basically when we look above where the next zones are going to be after 140, 150, what we're going to do is we're going to go over all the way to the left hand side. So let me just zoom in, zoom out over here. Yeah, all right, make it much more better. Okay, so we're going to go to the daily and we're going to look at this area right over here, right? Looking at the daily, what we see is that, okay, once we break above 140, 150, if the daily stays bullish, we have this price level where price can come down to 141, 141, 200, even up to 141, 100, right? All the way up over here. Because on the higher time frames, you got clean candles here to the left, right? So now what we got to do is we got to go down to the smaller time frames and we have to see if there's going to be a little minor resistance in this area or not. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to the 1 hour time frame, no, 4 hour time frame, and we're going to go all the way to the left. And when we go all the way to the left, we see that maybe this area was some sort of an important area right over here. So this is on the 28th February. So now we're going to go to the 1 hour time frame and try to go all the way here to the left. This is where we at right now. All right, so if price breaks above 140, 150, this is the area where price may head off to. 140, 400, 140, 350. This is the highest extent of the zone, because you can see here, right? Price came down on the 1 hour time frame. It started printing candles a little bit side by side, right? So whenever candles are printed side by side, this means that's some sort of consolidation over there. So candles print side by side, came down, came up, kind of rejected this area as well. So we can say that, okay, 140, 400 was an important area back on February 28th. So someone told me a trick where I can bring it all the way to the right-hand side. But
just right click on it, Roger.
Oh, right click on it?
Yeah. And go down to settings. Settings. And I think it's coordinates. Yeah, and just increase those bars. Yeah, I think it's the top. I'm not too sure the bottom.
It's the bottom right corner.
So number 2, we need to put 1500.
No, put it maybe 800. No, that's the price.
What, do you want to extend the bar to the left?
I don't know, man. This is way easier this.
Yeah. So if you go back to that, and it was the box to the right of it. It was not the price box, the one next to it.
All right, I'll take a look at it. This was way easier, extending it all the way. All right, which one? This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. The bottom. Yeah, that one exactly.
Yeah.
So increase that to whatever you want.
Oh, okay. So if I put it
increase it 1,000 or something.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I need some mentorships on TradingView mentorship. So perfect. So we got the zone over there. This is the target if we break above 140, 150 right there. Right? So now we got a target from 140, 150. This is a 22, 20, yeah, it's a 22 pip range, man. Yeah, I need to see a break above here.
All right, Roger. What I'm thinking is that 30-minute candle put in a high, and now it put in a low back, like almost put in low with that big bullish rejection candle. So this one right here, probably a liquidity grab. If we keep going down and we pull back up and this 30 minutes candle go bullish, we could take buys on the break to the top.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. I'm gonna wait for 140, 150. So you're trying to say that once this candle breaks the top over here, the bias can be valid going further up towards that resistance area.
Correct, because that was like it put in a high, and then that support, that bullish candle is like it made support, but now it's pushing down, and we probably see some volume come into New York. 7 o'clock, and this should technically break and continue going up.
Okay, yeah, it makes sense. Let's just wait and see.
It's a nice rejection candle.
Let's take a look at Euro JPY. Ooh, how about drawing zones like this? Is this too much overthinking? Let's take a look here. No, I think this is okay. I think you need to lower this. I don't know why you drew this zone since it's going through these candles over here. I think it needs to be below over here. And another zone needs to be way over here. I think you're overthinking over here. You're right. It's a little bit overthinking. Okay, your JPY is dropping. Let's take a look on the 4-hour here. 4 hours dropping. We have a support down at 124.900. We're breaking below this support on the 4-hour, 125.360. Looking at the 1-hour time frame. Okay, this was support from yesterday too. We're breaking this and coming down. I think we can safely come down towards 125 if it's coming down. This area right over here. But since price is dropping now and someone's looking at EJ and they're not in this trade, I think a better position would be to wait for price to create like a minor resistance, kind of like retrace, create a minor resistance, and then continue moving down. Because now looking at the 30-minute time frame, we're breaking below this support zone right over here. So you would need some sort of a candle to do a retest of this area, 125.300, 125.280, and then continue moving down. I think that's going to be a good trade if someone's looking at your JPY. Ooh, gold is also coming down. If you get stopped out with good money management, you will recover it. Yes, that is absolutely true. But if you get stopped out with bad money management, you're not going to recover it. Well, you can in like small probability, but most of the time it's not going to happen. What is the secret you find out about the impulse entries? The secret I found out about the impulse entries is that you can take safe impulse entries once price is ranging. No, once price is trending. Because once price is trending, it has a range to fill. And once we have a range to fill, then that's a high probability trade. But when we have when price is ranging, let's say like this on the 1-hour time frame, and if you're trying to take an impulse entry once price breaks the low over here, then that's going to be a risky trade. I mean, like a risky impulse entry. So once price is ranging, you got to wait for a breakout. Like break and close, and based on experience, you can take an impulse entry out of the range, but that's only based on experience. Kyle Coleman. I think this is Kyle Coleman's first day here in the Gulag. He said, does he call signals or no? Just wondering. No signals. Sometimes when I take a trade, Kyle, I call out my trade so that, yeah, some people can learn from it, some people can win from it, some people can take a loss from it. So, things happen like that. What happened to your computer yesterday? I have no idea. It started to hang up. My computer hung up on me. take a look at this. Look at silver. I think you need to send a chart. You need to send a chart with your silver labeled up and everything. GPGPY daily. Okay, free traffic. Price has been testing the zone for a very long time. That is very, very true. Lower time frame resistance is also ranging. Would like to take buys above the zone on the lower time frame. That's absolutely true. I think that's 140, 150. I'm looking at the same area over there, taking a buy above 140, 150. Ooh, I draw the zone because of the fake out. Yeah, but it needs to be at the bottom. I mean, I don't know how clear I can get. This is your support right over here because price has been coming down to this area and rejecting this area. So this makes no sense where you have. And this also makes no sense because then this is your zone up over here, right here. And you need a break above this area for price to continue moving bullish. Because this is still, all this area is still consolidation. This is dirty, dirty consolidation. Looks like we're coming down. Your JPY is also coming down over here. See your JPY now. When you look left, it's coming into a problematic area here to the left. This is what we call like a high traffic area because candles didn't move clean. You know, candles moved clean later on right over here, but before it moved clean, candles were very, very choppy. So whenever candles are moving, they're always looking left. They're looking left at their buddies and they're saying, hey, wait a minute, what were our buddies up to? So they say, okay, that they were ranging. So there's a possibility we might see some sort of a retracement here, like after making a low, and then price may continue down. So that's something I'm going to be, I mean, you could wait for on your JPY. Looks like GG is also coming down. Can you give your thoughts about gold? I think you need to send a chart. We need to see what your thoughts are about gold. Can I grab the link to this channel, please? Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. How do you differentiate between a rejection wick and a directional bias wick? Some wicks you say you need to fill, some rejections. Yeah, so basically these are rejections right over here in the zone, right? And the reason why impulse entries out of a range are difficult because once this candle breaks the low over here, or even if this candle breaks the low over here, there's a possibility price may wick back up into the range, you know, because we had this candle broke the low over here, broke the low here, broke the low here, and then it retraced all the way back up. So that's why taking an impulse entry out of the range, it gets pretty difficult. Yeah, basically we're just waiting here for GJ today. Looking at gold, let's take a look at pre-markets here. We're gonna look at pre-markets are down by 57 points. The screen is way too bright early in the morning. So 87 points. This means US 30 should be ranging. Let's take a look here. US 30, let's take a look here. Is the daily candle is trying to make like a liquidity wick to continue moving up. I mean, if you look at the daily candle, this daily candle moved bullish. This daily candle rejected this price and closed bearish. This daily candle closed bullish, making a higher low. There was a higher low moved here too. So if this daily candle is retracing to continue moving up to fill this wick, I think that's going to be a pretty good trade. I think that would be an amazing, amazing trade based on like, you know, simple candle movements here. Let's take a look on the 4 hour. 4 hours also coming down to the same rejection area which we rejected yesterday right over here. Let's take a look on the 1 hour. 1 hour is also trying to move bullish. If the 1 hour breaks the high of the previous 1 hour candle, I think it's going to be a good opportunity for price to come up over here and then essentially come up all the way here by NYC open. But who knows, man? Who knows? I don't know US 30 that much. I'm just looking at it based on what I've seen. So let's see what happens. Hey, are you muted? No, I'm not muted. I think your speakers are muted. This is GU. Buy when price closes above here. This is good. Sell below here. Yeah, that's good. Now the problem with selling below that area is that you may run into some sort of a choppy movement because of this area over here, and then you have a range down till here. So if you want to put your cowboy hat on and you want to take the sell for price coming down over here, I think that could still work. And then if there's volume in the market, if there's still volume, then there's a very high chance we may continue moving down here as well. So I'd say safe trade is going to be buys above this area. Safe. That would be a very high probability trade. Selling would still be a high probability, but not as high probability as a buying trade, right? So whenever you're looking at the currency pairs, whenever you're looking at the potential moves, you're always looking to see that, okay, let's say, for example, we're looking at your JPY, right? We're looking at your JPY. We're looking at your JPY, and we're looking at your JPY from two perspectives, right? One perspective is, what's the perspective with the buys? So you're like, okay, well, we're dropping down, we broke below a support, and the probability for buys is pretty less. It's like pretty low, because you'd want candle to close back above 125.300. That's when you're gonna get a possible buy position, right? But when you're looking at it from a selling position, selling probability is really high, because we broke support, candle is bearish, and you'd want price to come up to do some sort of like a retest, maybe print a bullish candle, and then move from there from a bearish candle. Once the candle flips in your direction, that's a very good position to take an entry. So candles are bearish right now. You'd want some sort of retracement followed by a bearish candle. That will give you confirmation that, okay, now we can continue down to fill this wick. So if this wick is left over here and price is closing below 125.300, there's a very high probability we're going to fill that wick. But if price closes above 125.300, and if this wick is left over here, that just means that that wick is a rejection. Let's take a look at this chart. Ooh, wrong chart. Can't open this chart. Wrong chart sent by Joshua Bowers. Josh, I think you just copied this link over here. You can't do that. You have to go to camera and then you have to copy that link. You didn't answer my question. Oh, how do you differentiate between a wick? Yeah, I think I did answer your question. How come you traded the USD JPY on IG? I didn't trade USD JPY on IG. Hey, the biggest lesson I've learned from you is to be cool and wait. Yeah, man, you just got to be cool. You got to be cool and you just have to wait. Because if you can be cool and you can wait, man, when you take a trade, that trade you're going to take with a very cool mind. And there's going to be no doubt in your mind. Even if you see, okay, here's my whole approach towards trading, right? I mean, now everybody knows we have to wait for the trades. Sometimes when you're waiting, you miss out on trades. When you're missing out on trades, I think that's a good thing, because once you miss out on trades, then you can look back and say that, okay, I missed out on this trade that I was waiting for, and maybe I didn't get any confirmations, maybe I wasn't at my desk, that I missed out on trade. And then you can look at that and say, okay, you know what, I knew this was going to happen, I missed it, let me see how I could have executed on it. All right, let me see how I could have taken an entry on it, where I could have taken my stop loss and stuff like that. Because once you start to look at trading in that perspective, what's going to happen is that this same scenario is going to happen the week after that, if not the week after that, maybe 2 weeks after that. But that's going to happen again. So that's a good thing when you miss out on trades. Some people say, oh yeah, you miss out on trades, that's a bad thing. No, losing is a bad thing. I mean, once the price is moved and trying to take an entry, like a FOMO entry, I think that's bad. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. This is GJ, buys if price breaks resistance. It's good. Wait for support to be formed to entering buys. No trade zone. Sells if price breaks over here. Yep, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Kind of the same idea here. Hey, your thoughts would be great, thanks mate. Whether my thoughts on closing 50% was okay. Let's take a look at this chart. Someone sent a chart. They had a sell on Euro New Zealand, took the sell when we broke the low over here. Okay, you took the sell when the low was broken here. Would you say that was too early? Oh, okay. No, I think it was good. I think it was good. I think you were being careful. I think you were being careful, so that's why you closed some percentage and you let the rest run. Yeah, if you let the rest run, that's perfect. Because the whole reason when you close a percentage and you're letting the rest run is to really gain that confidence, you know. So once that 15-minute closed bullish, and if you look at the 30-minute, after 30-minute was still bearish, I think you can slowly get that confidence that okay, even if the small time frame is closing against me, if the overall 30-minute time frame is still open, and if it's closing bearish, then slowly you can start to say that okay, you know what? Instead of closing 50%, I may want to close 20% or 25%. You know, because you've seen it go in your favor most of the time. So it's pretty good. That's how you develop confidence. Hey, on the EJ, if the 15-minute candle closes bullish, could there be a trade when the low of that is broken? Let's take a look here. You know what? That's what happened. I think that's what happened yesterday. Something like that happened yesterday or day before yesterday. That could be the trade, yeah, if the 15-minute low gets broken. You know, but we're coming down to the hour close right over here. This 15-minute candle is about to close bullish. So, you know, after this move down, I think if price consolidates on the 15-minute and then we start to break the low, then it's going to be a good trade to continue down. But that's going to be like only like 10 pips, right? 10 pip range. So I would want to see a retracement somewhere into this area so that your range becomes bigger, you know, so that your range becomes into like a 15 to 20 pip range. So yeah, still waiting here on GJ. See what happens here. Let's take a look at some charts. Let's take a look at some charts, man. What is this? Gold 30-minute. Buys above this level, sell below this level. I think you can have buys above a smaller level on gold as well. You know, and I mean for sells, I don't know why you're kind of like, oh, that's TP1? Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, Roger, your mic is having problem.
I don't think you can hear us.
Hey राजा, तुम्हारा माइक बराबर नहीं है.
You can't hear us. The mic just hit stop loss.
This all the years, man. Roger's stream this week been buggy. We gotta
Hey, please
rework
be-
this system.
Please be quiet. Have patience, guys. Thank you.
Someone is over trading.
Man, he noticed the gulag goes nuts. All right, he'll be back. He's getting a new mic. Roger, you're back.
Yo, listen, you guys can relax now. Gulag is going crazy over there. Man, you should have seen. Yeah, the mic just died automatically, so I don't know what happened.
I said it just hit stop loss.
Yeah, the mic hit stop loss. All right, let's see here. 15-minute is weak confirmation. I think maybe I'll be using the 15-minute to manage the trade once I'm in. Yeah, it makes sense here. Let's see.
You got a
Oh, what's
donation,
this?
Roger, 200.
Is it acceptable to trade GJ with EJ since they are very familiar, since they are very similar, but market structure differs? Sometimes we can take advantage of GJ is stuck in consolidation or something. No, not really. I think if you have experience with that, you can do that. But for me, I think it's very important to just stick with one pair. You know, because if I'm only going to stick with GJ, I'm going to not only understand it better, I'm going to be able to better, like, you know, trade that too. So even if it's in a range, or if it doesn't move, or if I miss the move on GJ, I'm sticking with one pair. Because to me, it doesn't make sense to, you know, move to another pair to try to take a trade because one is ranging. It just doesn't make any sense. Okay, we're getting a lot of messages over here. A lot of, okay. While we wait for, okay. Alright, let's take a look at this chart here. This is GJ 1 hour. If it formed a solid support above 139.950 on the 1 hour 30 minute, it will reject, retest 140.200. Okay, yeah, that's what we're waiting for. I mean, I'm just looking at GJ and this candle closed with a little to no wick at the bottom. So not going to take a sell because the stop is going to be too big. Not really sure if it's really going to break down or not. So I'm gonna stay away from this right now, and I'm going to wait for something better. Something better to show up. Alright, so we're looking at gold right over here. So gold broke above this resistance, 1933. Now 4 hours coming down. Looking at the 1 hour, we're creating some sort of a support over here. And then we have this zone right down over here. So yeah, we'll need this area to break. We'll need this support to break, like a good candle breaking down. What's this? Gold sell. Let's take a look over here. Gold sell. Ooh, a lot of information over here. Price break level made high. Expect to retrace 50-60. Made low fib. Made low, then retrace 61 fib bearish close. I have no idea what this means. Made low, then retrace 61. Alright, so you took a sell over here. You're running in profits. TP wick fill. Okay, beautiful. Perfect. Oh wow, it looks like your JPY is also about to turn down over here, just like yesterday. Yesterday we had the same thing. Yesterday or day before yesterday, I really remember. But once we break this low, I think there's going to be a very high probability for price to continue moving bearish. Looking at GJ as well, GJ is moving down towards 139.680. Just gotta stay patient. Just gotta wait for price to print in a way that we can familiarize and then take a trade. Hey, please look at my UJ and give me your thoughts. Alright, let's take a look here. Let's take a look here. This is UCJPY. You have resistance at 106.070. You're waiting for a break above here for price to continue moving bullish. It's pretty good. You have a 12 pip range and you got 18 pip range. See, now if this was GPJPY or some other pair, you would have had like a 20 pip range or like a 20 to 25 pip range. You would have had like a bigger range. But GJ is really melting down to the support right here. I think this is good. I think this is good the way it's moving right over here. This is good because now when we're coming down, and if price creates like a resistance at this point, then it could be a sell coming down towards this low price is forming. So I think something waiting is going to be pretty good. Chris R sent me a private message saying Raja, so I think you're missing some words after that too. Let's take a look here. This is your JPY 4 hour. Price broke support. Waiting for price to retest support as new resistance for sells. Okay, clean traffic down, TP at next support. Yeah, this makes sense. All right, the Aman Pandey donated 400 Indian rupees. आप सारे ट्रेड स्ट्रीम पे लेते हो और मैं कैसे आपके जूम पे आ सकता हूँ? मेरे भाई आप जूम पे तो नहीं आ सकते, क्योंकि अगर आपको जूम पे आना मिल जाए तो वो तो एक बड़ा ही मतलब कि यार पता नहीं क्या बोलूँगा। खैर आप जूम पे नहीं आ सकते अभी नहीं।
And you missed the 200 ruby too.
Rejection. That was a rejection. Alright. Okay, let's take a look at this USD CAD analysis. Guy said he's entering cells in Urdu. Yeah, चमत्कार हो जाएगा। अगर आपको जूम का लिंक मिल गया तो ये बहुत बड़ा चमत्कार हो जाएगा। अगर ना मिला तो क्या कर सकते हैं आप, हैं? Alright, let's take a look at this chart over here. चमत्कार. USD CAD is ranging. So much range. When you see this, you don't even have to do any analysis, right? When you see this in the chart, all you got to look at this and say, all right, man, you know what? This thing is ranging, and since this thing is ranging, I'm probably not going to touch it, and I'm just going to wait for it to break a range, break resistance or break support, and that's about it. I know you're busy. Just for your information, I have two computers connected to the Zoom meeting. That's the two Chris R's. Bluetooth audio doesn't work on my big computer. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah, look at this. This is great. This is awesome. So price came down to the same support area over here, right over here. Now, if we form some sort of a resistance, I think that's going to be a pretty good probability for price to continue moving down. That's something I'm going to stock right now. You know, when you have alligators and when the buffaloes come to the watering hole, they're like drinking water, and then the alligator's just watching. They're watching for the right moment. This is what's happening right now. The candles are in the watering hole right now. So we want them to come over here, print a bearish candle, and then we're going to take a sell for price to continue moving down. Or if a candle closes back above this range, then this move then this move down would be a fake out, and then we can expect price to continue moving up, and that's the trade I'm going to use too. So right now the candles are coming to the watering hole doing so we're just waiting right now. So I'm just waiting because there's no sell right now, there's no buys right now. We gotta wait. So you have to wait. If I'm swing trading and have less trading opportunities, do you recommend more than one pair? Yeah, that's true too. That's true. I mean, if you're swing trading, I think if you're swing trading, you're only going to get maybe like 1 or 2 trades a week. If you're swing trading, just 1 or 2 trades a week. So this is the candle safari by Raja Banks here today. We're in the candle safari by Raja Banks. So once price comes up over here, we're going to decide what we're going to do. Your JPY is also trying to continue on bearish over here with no retests. Alright, let's take a look here. Hey, Raja, is this a good idea? Let's take a look at this fantastic idea here. This idea is sent by Arshad47. Let's take a look at this trade idea. Waiting for break under this zone for sells on gold. Okay, this makes sense. Good idea, great idea. Or if price close above this area, buys would be logical until 1955. Yep, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So you want to break above this area for price to continue up. I don't know why you have the thing below this area, but it needs to be above over here. GU just hit a major resistance, so we might see a reversal back up for both GU and GJ. GU. Let's take a look at GU. GU on the weekly is closing bullish. after creating support. On the daily, we have a support forming here, and then we have a very dirty resistance. Like maybe this is a resistance right over here on GU. Notice how I'm not putting the resistance up over here, I'm putting resistance right over here. Because when you have the daily candle rejecting, if daily candle is going bearish after a bullish candle, that's a resistance being made. You know, so now looking on the 4 hour, we can see that, oh wow man, this thing just ranged. This thing ranged for a very, very long time and then dropped. Some people caught this move down, beautiful. So we're basically coming down to the same area we found resistance, and then this candle broke yesterday at Asian session, no, London session. Now looking back, we're basically coming down. So yeah, the same way over here. I mean, if you can see, if you can have, I mean, just by looking at GU, if price can create a support over here, I think let's measure this range now, right? So if we come over here, that's a 26 pip range, then you got a 23. So average, you got like 25 pip range. So if there's a support formed here, I think that's going to be a good opportunity to take buys in hopes of having a, like, you know, like a retest coming up towards, you know, 131,870, 131,900. So it's going to be something pretty good you could look for. The price ranging in the big zone right now for GJ, but you're thinking to open sells at retest or buy above 139,850 because we are about to come into volatile hours at this point. I don't know. Whatever presents itself, you know, if we get a resistance formed at 139,850, I'm going to look for sells. If we close above 139, you know, like 900, you're back into this range, then I'm going to be looking for buys. But so far, we're just waiting. Raja, please using lightly Hindi because almost viewers in Indian. No, I'm going to use English. I think you need to learn English. I mean, I learned English. Come on. How can I learn English and you can't learn English? Here's my GJ analysis. I would really appreciate your feedback and input. Alright, let's take a look here. Let's take a look at this GJ analysis. If price breaks and retests this support, oh, sell if price breaks and retests. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good. You want to break over here. So, you know, candles are moving the way they're moving. They're doing their dances over here. So I'm probably just going to wait. I don't know why this thing stopped working. This thing is just dying now. This thing right here. It was pretty expensive. This thing was like for $100, and it's not functioning the way it's supposed to function. $100 is a lot of money, man. No, 100, not 400. I'll never buy headphones for 400. No, never buying that. No, the most expensive thing I bought in this last month were Gucci shoes for my brother. They're like for $1,000. For me myself, I never spend more than like $60 on shoes. $60, $70. For me, like $80 is the most I'm gonna spend on shoes. You should get a mic and a mic stand. I have a mic. I have the hammer mic, but we're waiting for the mic stand. Actually, I want to get like monitor arms and a handstand. Kivon's trying to speak, but my speakers are off. Let me see what I can do here with the speakers. I have speakers here somewhere. Yeah, I don't think the speakers are going to work. I dropped them. EJ is retracing, which is good after making a low. So yeah, we're just waiting right now. Just waiting. I'm waiting on GG. I'm waiting on GG to see if we're going to create like a resistance here for price to continue down, or are we going to close back above this area to go up? That's what I'm waiting. Hey, are you working standing? Yes, I'm standing. Right here. I'm standing and I'm working. Working while I'm standing. It's pretty good. Money management advice, please. Yeah, money management advice is that if you're coming to the charts and you don't see things clearly, you shouldn't be forcing a trade, because a lot of times that happens. Like when you come to the charts, you're looking at something which doesn't really make sense, but you think it's going to go down, or your buddy's in a sell and you want to take the same sell. You take the same sell, you lose the trade, and then after you lose the trade, you take another trade and you lose that trade too. And then once you're 2 losses deep, and then you see a setup forming that you would take, man, your confidence is so shattered that you don't want to even take that trade anymore. So that's why it's really important to just wait for candles to at least print the way you want them to print, so that you can take the trade. So that's what I'm waiting for here. I'm waiting for candles to print in a way that I can recognize. I know a lot of people have been in this stream for a very long time, and I think they know simple things that they want to wait for price to print and then take
it will
trades.
still be bearish.
So looking at your JPY, we did do a retest over here. Now this candle needs to close bearish for price to continue moving down.
Roger.
Take a look at this chart.
My friend, he doesn't have any speakers, so he can't hear you.
Your JPY, price broke support, entry if the price create resistance. Yep, it's pretty good, pretty good. I can't hear anyone. No one. I can only hear myself because, yeah, my speakers are down and things are just falling apart over here. What's this? Liquidity grab for buys. Retest the high if price breaks above 139.830. Yeah, this looks good. This looks good for price to break above here and then continue up. Should have got a Mac. You know what? I'm getting a MacBook. My Mac is gonna go on this table right over here. I ordered a tabletop, like a nice hardwood tabletop, and the Mac is gonna go on this table right over here. So I can stand, I can do stuff over here, and then my Mac is gonna be right down over there. Mac family, yeah. Yeah, that's going to be used for editing and stuff, because I want to have my recap videos to have some effects, so that's why I'm going to get the Mac. But Mac is not better than Windows, man, trust me. You know how many problems people have with MacBooks trying to run magic keys and trying to trade online and trying to use MetaTrader on MacBooks? Man, doesn't work at all. Does not work at all. Most hardest thing to use. You got to install parallels and you got to do all that gulag shit over there. I mean, this is pretty hard. Let's just take a look at this chart here. Yo, check this chart. I have a Mac. When I'm away, I need to trade, so it's so shit I'm selling. I think if we can sell MacBooks, you can buy 2 Windows computers. Ooh, no trade zone, monthly zone. So you're looking for sells below this area. You're looking for buys above 140, 150. It's pretty good. Actually, this is pretty good. You're waiting for some sort of a good confirmation, so that works. Hey, if I'm swing trading and have less trading opportunities, do you recommend trading more than one pair? I already answered that question. Original coins were from Middle East. Oh, we're talking about some weird stuff over there in the gulag. Hey, what's your take on New Zealand, Australian, Oh, what's your take on AUD NZD? Mr. Tinashe Muchini. Tinashe Muchini sent a chart on AUD NZD, and we're going to take a look at that AUD NZD. And first of all, it's a wrong chart. And second of all, I don't think you should be trading AUD NZD when those pairs are not even in session. I mean, why would you want to trade that pair? Why would you want to go to a club at 12 p.m. in the afternoon when there's no one over there? So AUD NZD is the club that's closed at this time. So the only club open at this time are your pound, your US dollar, your euros, your Swiss franc, your CADs. Those are clubs open right now. The AUD, NZD, AUD, JPY, those clubs are closed. So you got to come back later on to trade those things. So it's very, very important you understand what session you're trading in.
Gulag, please like the stream, guys. Everyone, please like the stream. Let's support Roger.
Only club are open. Only club is open is the Gulag. Isn't there any reason you chose GJ as the only pair to trade? Yeah, because I'm a firm believer that, you know, like the more you look at one pair, the more comfortable you get with it. So now when we're looking at Euro JPY, we see this Euro JPY 15-minute candle is about to close in 9 minutes, and as it's coming down, man, I think more and more it's starting to come further down. But it's really important for someone who's trying to trade your JPY to wait for the candle to close, right? So now while you're waiting for the candle to close, two things can happen at this point, right? Either this candle can continue moving down without giving you a confirmation to enter. At that point, it is what it is. You know, you can't do anything about it other than to look at this and say, okay, how you could have entered the position with a impulse entry. Number two is that the candle can close bearish with a wick, and then with that you can say, okay, you know what, now I have a confirmation to take a sell, and then you can take a sell at that point. So there's a bit of a waiting over there. Looks like gold is also rejecting 1939. GJ is about to close as well. Look at it, 30 minute about to close in 8 minutes. Hey, USD CAD broke and closed under daily support. Do you think this is a strong bearish? Do you think this is a strong bearish indicator? See, I haven't looked at USD CAD, so you need to send a chart so we can take a look at your USD CAD. Do you think gold has potentials to move up with the news today? Depends. You know, if the news is bad, of course it's going to move up. Then you got Fed chair speaking at before NYC Open too, so there's going to be some sort of volatility in gold. Can you tell us a story when you were a bouncer at clubs? Yeah, I was a bouncer at a club called Sugar Daddy. Sugar Daddies. It's not a stripper club, don't worry. It's a regular club. Sugar Daddies. Oh yeah, right here. This one. This club right over here. I was a bouncer at this club right over here. See, they got like 4.5 stars. This was oh, if you like rude and thieves. Thieves. This was the Jamaican club. You know, Jamaicans went there, Haitians went there. Man, every Saturday, if you wanted to see a fight, you come on Saturday. Saturday, there's always a fight over there. It's like a train wreck. That place, Saturdays, train wrecks. Train wreck Saturday. That's what we used to call it. Train wreck Saturday. Hey, around what time would you call it a day where you would not be on the charts anymore? Well, yesterday I was done for the day at 9 a.m. And then I was at the gym yesterday. And while I was at the gym, my Slack was just like going off, you know. So I looked at the Slack. I looked at people were looking at like GJ buys. I'm like, okay, let me take a look at this. I looked at that, and then, you know, I saw price moving, and then I took a trade. So mostly I'm done after 9 a.m. But if something really, really pops up, like yesterday it did, you know, like then that was a pretty good indication to take buys yesterday. Wagwan, Miman Raja. Hey, Wagwan. Big up to my if in GJ a resistance will form, how would you take an impulse entry since the previous 30-minute wick is so long? What do you mean? You will click sell and your entry is going to be in. You know, a resistance is only formed if you have, okay, here's the thing. Here's like a misconception, you know. Since price is coming up over here, people will always say that, oh, hey, look, a resistance is formed. A resistance is not formed when a candle is bullish at a potential resistance. See, the word is potential resistance. A resistance is going to be formed when you have a candle closing bearish like this. This is when you say a resistance has been formed, and then you can say, okay, the next candle can continue moving bearish down over here. So that candle moving down would be the trade that I would want to take. You know, but if price closes back in the range in 5 minutes, back about 139, let's say 900, I think just move down with a fake out, and then we can continue moving up. I think we're going to have a nice rally up today. Well, yeah, if it happens, then, you know, we'll be sure to get in on that. But if it doesn't happen, then obviously we can't get in on that. So we got 4 minutes left for the price to close. Do you believe in pin bar reversal strategy? No. Any reason your resistance is at 876 and not at 850? Oh, this is just the whole range. Yeah, this is just the entire range here. Like 850, there's like difference of 2 pips. So it's not about the exact price. It's not about the exact price. It's a range. When you look at support resistances zones. The reason they're called zones, because they are a collection of prices. You know, you can have the zone all the way from over here to like, you know, all the way down to, you know, 850, like right over here. This could be your entire zone over here, right? So it's like a collection of prices. So it's never, you can say, oh, this is exact, and you know, it's never exact. What's your TradingView username? I have no idea. I have no idea what my TradingView username is. Unnamed? Oh, there we go. It's Rakeel Zahur. Yeah, right there. If I'm swing trading and have less trading opportunities, okay, I'm just going to block this guy because it's asking the same questions over and over again. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This is coming straight from the Gulag. Ooh, GU, how would you view this candle? That candle I would view as a time wasting candle. Probably nothing happened at that candle. If you look on GJ, look on the 30-minute, yeah, nothing really happened in that candle. See, that candle opened and closed at the same time. So basically nothing really happened in that candle. So what you would want to do is to this candle, you'd want to do something, maybe do something like this. That's what happened at that candle. You know, whenever you have a doji candle or whenever you have a small candle opening and closing at the same position, like at the same price, almost the same price, then that's just basically a write-off. In the case you take a buy, but stop loss is below that bullish candle in GJ, take a buy. I don't know, I think you need to see a stronger candle closing to take a buy on GJ. Hey, looks like the same candles are printing as the previous two. Can the same thing happen and drop for the wick fill? I have no idea what pair you're talking about, so I can't comment on that. Other than 6:30 a.m. Eastern, when will you trade? Depends on a lot of variables. Do you like Gulag? Yes, Gulag is my favorite place to be in. Best questions come from the Gulag. Alright, let's take a look at this chart here. This is price broke support, made a low, entry of candle closed bearish. Where is going to be my stop loss? I think the stop is going to be above the bearish candle, right over here. But since this 15-minute candle is closing above the support, then the sells are going to be very risky. You know, all the people who are sending me names for a guest, I will choose my guest after research, because if I'm going to bring a guest on, I have to, you guys have to understand that guest, like 4,000 people are going to be listening to that guest. So I want a guest on who's like a proper guest, you know, who knows what they're talking about. What's this? GJ 15 minute. Possible buys with lower risk if price creates solid support to retest the zone to the top. No trade zone here. Yeah, I think if you can get a bearish candle at this point, you can get some sort of yeah, I mean with this candle closing like this, it's just like nothing really happening. So I'd want to see a candle closing bearish here to take a sell, or I'd want to see a candle close bullish, or break the high of this candle here to move up, because now you got this clean candle right over here. So yeah, slowly I'm moving towards a cowboy trade. And a cowboy trade is when you put the hat on and you become a cowboy. So we're just waiting right now, just patiently waiting. Your JPY also created a minor support right at this point. Get this guy on Friday. He's on YouTube. Genius Trading Raphael Palmdale. I think I've seen this guy. Genius Trading Raphael Palmdale. Let's take a look here. Trades millions. We have $1 million trader here. Ooh, we're breaking the highs on the 30 minute right over here. See, I want to take a buy at this point, but then I'm thinking, because we're breaking the high at this point, you know, if the 30 minute candle is breaking the high right over here, oh, then it has a high probability to continue moving bullish. So if I want to risk something, it's going to be let's see here. If I risk a trade, stop is going to be like 7-8 pips, and TP is potential 13-14 pips at this point. You know what? I'm gonna take like a small entry right over here. I'm gonna take a small entry right over here, keeping the stop below the current candle wick and anticipating price to continue up towards 140.028. School of Genius. Yeah, I don't see. Oh, this guy, Raphael Palmdale. Man, we did a bit of a research into this guy. This is so cringy and this is so demo. It's unreal. I remember we used to see his ads on Instagram, and one of his ads, he accidentally had the demo tag on, and I messaged him and he blocked me.
Yo, what's up, team? I hope you guys have an amazing
School of
day.
Genius, Raphael Palmdale. I mean, look at this, man. How I made 1 million. How I made 970,000. If you're making that kind of money, you're not showing it off. You're not telling guys, hey, look, 970,000. I mean, it was just crazy. I mean, the videos I was watching, it was just insane. How I made $250,000. How I made $500,000. How I made another 200,000. Just insane. Crazy. See here. One thing. Kobe FX. Let's take a look here. Yeah, man. I think people are really gullible. You know, sometimes people, they're really gullible. You know, like small things when they see, they're like, oh, you know what, this could be legit. And it's very hard. Like when you're looking at social media, when you're looking at a lot of things, it's really hard to differentiate between what's real and what's not real. You know, it's very hard to do that because, you know, the things are made in a way to make you believe it's real. So I don't know, man. I mean, if I was making, like, you know, I mean, because we did the whole math, you know, 1 month he made $6 million in 1 month, and we're just like thinking, I mean, what's going on over there? I mean, what's happening over there? what about like taxes? What about like a lot of different things? You know, like if I'm making that kind of money, I'm definitely going to talk about taxes. You know, I'm definitely going to talk about, okay, guys, this is how I'm paying taxes. I mean, I still talk about my taxes. You know, I show. I mean, it's just, we just have to be very careful of what we think is real and what we think is not real. You should have ICT Inner Circle. He's a very good trader. I don't know who he is. Gorilla Trading. He's a good friend, and I don't want to comment anything more. So yeah, I mean, I'm in this one trade, and we'll just see. Because okay, so the only reason I entered this trade was that candle closed like open and close at the same time, but you know, it was like, okay, since this candle broke the high over here, so it's making me believe that okay, now there's a higher probability for price to continue moving bullish. So I entered the trade, my stop is below this current candle's low over here, and once this 15-minute candle closes in 10 minutes, if the 15-minute candle closes bullish, then there's going to be high probability for the next candle to continue moving up. So with that said, I'm going to stay in this trade, got my stop down over here, and you know, if this trade showed up tomorrow, I'm going to take it tomorrow as well, you know, so I'm going to be taking this trade all the time. Your JPY is rejecting that support. There were no confirmations for sells because, you know, we rejected this support. Looking at GU is also kind of like trying to retrace and come down and whatnot, so we'll see what happens. What about KenFX? Does anyone know him? Yep, KenFX. We had him as a guest. KenFX, we had him as a guest. I'm going to meet him when I go to London too. We have a meeting planned. Alright, looks like I'm going to go get a mango juice and I'll be right back. And then we'll see what happens. Mango power is coming in with those 10 pips probably.
Let's go.
Maybe this is a liquidity grab on the 4 hour on GJ. Yeah, maybe. Oh, to go higher? Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, then that means we're in a good trade over here. But we'll see how this ends up. Let's take a look on the 15-minute. Yeah, 15-minute needs to stay bullish. If the 15-minute stays bullish, I think we're going to be a very good position to stay in this trade and make some profits. BRB.
Current. If this was closer to 8:30, I would have probably added a little bit more size, but that 30-minute candle didn't close strong enough the way I liked it.
Yeah.
But I just took a small position.
Yeah, I mean, but for 10 pips, it's easy because we may reach 140.
Looks like gold is still ranging. Your JPY is still in this range area over here. GU is still trying to push up. Let's take a look at the Chinese indicator over here. Let's see what the Chinese indicator is saying. The Chinese indicator, it's saying range. It's saying there's a range everywhere. So we're going to close this. We're going to ignore it. We're going to close it. And we're going to stay here. I'm going to wait for the 15-minute candle to close. Because if this 15-minute candle starts coming down, then I'm going to close 50% of my position. Because at that point, I don't think it's going to be wise to stay in a position that's not going to go our way. But then once Here's the thing, right? Here's where you can be fluid. Oh. All right. What's going on over here? Something is happening here which doesn't make any sense. Okay, so here's how you can be fluid. If you see candles closing below 139.850, there's going to be a very high probability for price to continue moving down. You know, but if we stay above this area, there's a very high probability we're going to continue moving up. So if this trade does not work out, I may be looking to change my bias because the sells would be really, really clean at that point. Let's see here. When you get a chance, can you please suggest how to avoid this? Let's take a look here. How to avoid this. This is... Oh, okay. Resistance formed after this candle, entered here on the break of the previous candle wick, entered right over here. This candle did not respect resistance form and stopped me out. Yeah, I think you should have closed positions once this candle closed bullish. Or once this candle closed bullish. There was a little bit of a problem with trade management. You needed to manage your trade, you need to manage your risk, which you didn't do over here, and you paid the price. So I think whenever you take a loss, whenever anyone takes a loss, I think the first thing you should do is you should look at that and say that, okay, how could I have managed that loss better, or how could I make that loss a little smaller? That's one thing you need to look at. And as we're moving up over here, we are up about 5-6 pips. 5-6 pips in the money. Jeez. Yeah, so far we're doing good. Last day of the month was very bullish. Think we will reach 141 till the end of this month. I don't know, man. 141 is 100 pips away. So if we can get to 141 by tomorrow, I think that's going to be pretty awesome. Gold still ranging. Your JPY is trying to go bullish here. No trade on your JPY. GU is kind of doing like the same thing as GJ. All right, mates. We are heading bullish over here. Hey, what are your thoughts on USD CAD? I entered a swing trade 2 days ago and it's broken daily support. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look. Ooh, wrong chart. Wrong chart, my friend. This is a wrong chart. So we're getting some sort of a retracement over here. The 15-minute candle is coming down to a close. And yeah, I mean, perfect. Let's just wait for this candle to close and let's see how the 30-minute candle forms. And I think it should be good trade. If this 30-minute candle closes bullish, I think as we move towards the New York Open, the volume from New York Open should make price continue moving bullish, unless the volume, unless the volume in New York Open breaks below 139.850 and we continue moving down. You know, if we continue moving down from here, then it is what it is. You know, we tried to take a profitable trade, didn't work out. So what else can we do, right? Let's take a look at USD CAD over here. USD CAD daily broke support. 4 hour coming down. 1 hour is also rejecting this resistance right over here. It's coming down to a support area right down over here. Yeah, it's coming down to a support area. And if we look left, extend it all the way here. Yeah, if we look left, we'll need to see where price can fall. Oh wow, there's nothing here. Oh, we have some information here to the left hand side. Maybe let's bring it all the way to the right hand side. Okay, so when price breaks that support on USD CAD, I think this is an area where price may head off to. Oh, you know what this is? This was a buy stop we had on interest rates. This was back in January. Yeah, I think this is where price can come down to if we break that support. Let's take a look at USD CAD right here where we at. Yeah, I think that's the area where price can come down to. If we break the support, we can continue moving bearish. It's a 16 pip range. Not bad, not bad. GJ is back up in the money. Someone said, can we add positions at the 15 minute? Yeah, the 15 minute candle closed with no wick at the top. It closed with no wick on the top. If the next 15 minute candle comes down to my entry point, I'm probably going to close 50%, but so far we're running in profits right now. And as we're moving up towards 140, as we come up towards the 140 area, I'm going to secure positions at that point, and then I'm going to let the rest run. All right, we're coming up. We're coming up to this area. I'm securing 10 pips right here. Securing 10 pips right at this point, ladies and gentlemen, and congratulations, we are reaching 140. So this is hallelujah. 140 has been reached. A profitable trade for the morning. Took an entry at the break of the high over here. We reached 140, put stops at break even, and amazing. Truly amazing performance once again by the Gulag and Raja Banks and Company. We had a very nice stress-free trade. Reached target, and you know, this is amazing, man. We won. Here's the horn. I can't hear the horns because my speakers are down. So I mean, pew pew pew. Perfect. So, you know, if the gulag, you like this trade, just give a like on the stream, because once you give a like on the stream and you subscribe to this channel, free money, man. Free money. And it's all because of the mango juice. So if you got this trade again, this is because of this mango juice.
Trust me, man.
Mango.
What's up?
Mango power.
See the setup tons of time.
Beautiful, man.
Tons of time.
Now, what else do you want to do? Do you want to overtrade? Do you want to take another trade and lose the trade or lose the profits? Is that what you want to do? No, not at all. This is what I do. I take a trade, I win the trade, and then I start thinking about what am I going to do in the gym today. I'm going to do some leg day today, and then I have to go to dinner with Ted, Jeevan, and some of the friends. And yeah, that's it. That's it. When I win the trade, I'm happy. Just be thankful that you executed, you won a trade. If you missed this trade, you need to see that, okay, how you could have entered the trade, you know, how it made sense. Euro JPY is still stuck, no trade over there. USD CAD is about to break the support right over here. GU also moved up. Let's see how much GU moved up. GU moved, oh wow, 20 pips, man. Damn, this thing moved a lot. That thing moved a lot. So whoever took this trade, congratulations, you got scammed. We successfully scammed everyone here today. If you got a runner running, what's your trailing stop going to be? My stops would be at break even. Stops are at break even. Man, look at that thing go. Wow.
Oh my god. I just closed 75%, Raja.
Take profit, hit at 140.
Yeah, we're resistance.
So simple. So simple. We came to the charts. We waited. We didn't get caught in the sells. We waited for some things to happen, and those things happened. There's some Kevin's here. Man. Sorry guys, I can't hear you. Let me see how I can fix this hearing thing.
Switch over to audio.
Yeah. I can't hear you. And there we have it, guys. TP has been hit. Once again, we're going to bring out the horns. That was the TP. That was the high of the range that we were targeting, and we have really hit that take profit. If you've hit that take profit, just take profits, call it a day, and enjoy the horns. Because this is all because of the mango power and stress-free trading. I just get so excited over this, man. I can't hear anyone. I gotta fix this.
Yeah, man. I just wish that
imagine from
that
here
30
price just
minutes
moves up
candle
to
close
141.
better.
How amazing that's gonna be. I haven't taken anything yet. That's fine. That's totally fine. Man, there were days, actually there were weeks where I would take like 1 or 2 trades a week, and I would just like, you know, like I would miss out on trades. And then I was always look back to see, okay, how could I have executed on the trade? What could I have done differently? And that really helped me, you know, because there are days when you just miss trades, you don't take trades, you're just sitting and watching and planning. And that's where most of your learning happens, you know, when you're missing them. Seriously. I mean, I tell guys, hey, listen, instead of taking a FOMO trade, it's better to miss out on trades. But no more horns for today anymore now. Oh, your JPY is coming up over here.
This was an easy trade. I was hunting buys all morning.
Raj. Oh. Yeah, Kervin is here. Kervin's probably gonna get mad. Let me get this.
Like I said earlier when I got on the stream, that 30 minutes candle was that an hour ago. If you look over 30 minutes candle, you saw that big rejection bullish candle. If we break that candle, I was looking to take buys, but we dropped with that big bearish candle. Came down. This next 30 minutes rejected, closed above in the range back, broke 30 minutes, and you rolled it back up.
Yeah, the only thing I liked was that the 1 hour was pulling all the way back up. So basically, I close 75% right now. Just right there where is 140.01. So basically, I want to see some sort of, you know, some sort of retest on this hour candle to continue moving up. And by retest to the lower wick, I'm not expecting, you know, to go below the previous support, the support that we just created around 139, 875, 870. I'm sorry. And then basically the next hour candle, New York push, should make this price retest the previous resistance around 140, 250, and continue going bullish. But yeah, it was very risky in my opinion, but since the 30-minute candle closed back in range above support, that was a good confirmation for me.
Testing.
What I wanted to see also is this 30-minute close at 8 o'clock with a nice 30-minute strong close, and then this candle would have been a stronger push than a stall out because we'd have got that New York push.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was an overall trade because I took a low risk on this trade because I wasn't comfortable with that candle, how it closes so small.
Yeah. It's basically for the next hour or next 30-minute candle, I would like to see something like this.
Yeah.
And continue going.
Hey, Kervin.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yes. Things are working fine now.
Oh, okay, man. Sorry.
Yeah, man. We was giving some analysis meanwhile you was out.
Yeah, you know what I did? I plugged my headphones to my phone. I zoomed in on my phone.
Oh,
okay.
Smart man. I can hear you.
Yeah. Earlier when you was like thinking about taking those buys, I took the buys, but I did a small risk because I wanted that 30-minute candle that we took the buys on to close stronger bullish versus that weaker bullish. So once we broke that, that's when I entered buys. but with a lower risk position because it wasn't a strong bullish close. I was expecting it to close stronger. You know, the next candle would have closed stronger at 8 o'clock, and then we'd have pushed up probably 8 to 8:30, but still got 10 pips here.
Nice. Yeah, once I saw that high broken, I was like, okay, you know what? It's now or never.
Yeah.
And sometimes price moves so fast, you're like, man, it's now or never. You gotta enter now, right now.
Yeah.
But once it started retracing, I was like, oh man. But we stuck to our guns.
Yeah. Because guys, if you train your eyes to see the market, because this is what Roger do day in and day out, and me and Curran and Ted, nothing new. It's just that we understand the way price moves, and we understand that at a certain time when it's going to push. Like, I don't trade Asian session or London session because it doesn't work for me. Like, I don't understand the price movement. But when it comes to New York session, like, it's my sweet spot. So this trade was like easy, man. Like I was telling you guys from earlier when I got on the stream, that 30 minutes candle, I was expecting that bearish candle to come down and push down and break it, but we broke the low, so that was not valid anymore. Then this previous 30-minute candle closed it back in the range with a nice strong rejection, you know. So I wanted a stronger close for the 30 minutes so I could size in, but it was a weaker close. So then you have to understand you have to reduce your lot size. 7 pips stop, not too bad, you know, but it happens. But tomorrow will be a better trade. But this happens every day, man. Every day, the same setups.
Thanks.
Oh, beautiful. We're running up over here, above 140 and going into 140, 100. Wow, crazy. Looks like we're going to come up towards 140, 150. Hey, I don't understand this move. Could this move not have been a break and retest to continue further down? Wasn't... Yeah, because the only reason I took this trade was once this candle broke the high of the previous candle, which basically opened and closed at the same point, but it also did a huge rejection. So once I entered here, my stops were below the low of this current candle. I mean, I explained it when I entered the trade, so I don't know where you were. Maybe your eyes were closed, or maybe the...
But okay, he said break and retest, but where's the confirmation? Also, because we closed back above the support.
Yeah, there was no confirmation for sells.
Yeah.
You guys see a re-entry? No. For a re-entry, you would want price to come down, create like a minor support, and then continue moving up.
Or close at the top and then pull back and do the same exact setup again.
Mm-hmm.
Close above that level that Roger has.
Taking a shot for GJ. Yeah. Happy hour came early today. What are your thoughts? I have no thoughts on people.
Here, Joss.
So now what do we do? We got news coming in at 8:30. I guess that's about it. I am a runner to do the swing trade. Yes, that makes sense. That makes sense. I mean, if we stay into the 140 vicinity, and if we especially stay above 139, 850, I think that's a. I think it should come up towards 140, 150, and then continue on. Did you get in touch with Uncle Bull FX? This person has been asking me this for a very long time, and since you've been asking me for a long time, I'm not going to get in touch with Uncle Bull FX. I don't know who that is. I don't know what that person does, and that's about it. I don't get in touch with people, man. People get in touch with me. Uncle Bull FX. The only time I get in touch with people is on the live stream. Live streams are where we help a lot. What's this? Ooh, there we go. We got the close over here. Notice how this it closed below 140.030. This was a resistance formed on the 30-minute time frame. But I guess now looking on the 15-minute, if we can stay above the low of the previous 15-minute, we can get a further push towards 140, 150. Because this is now a minor resistance area right over here. Do you normally put your runner to the resistance or just watch the candles as they're going to flip? I just watch them basically, right? You know, like, I mean, if we broke the low over here, then I'm like, okay, you know what, I want to secure positions or whatever, you know. But if we have a runner running, then it's basically just running, right? So even if it goes over here, and if you want to secure the runner up over there, then that's up to you. But if you want to keep the runner on and you want to trail your stop below the 30-minute candle, then you can do that as well, thinking that, okay, maybe price is going to break up above 140, 150. Hey, with one lot and I close at exactly 10 pips, why does my profits only make $98? Because every pair has a different pip value. You know, if you look at the gold pips, one gold pip per one lot would be $1. One GJ pip per one lot would be like maybe 90 cents, 95 cents. So every pair has.
It looks like the candles went down and rejected and respected the lower of previous daily candle. So it looks like maybe it would go bullish end of the day. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so too. What's this? Can any of you guys answer for me? When you talk about runners, do you use the same lot size? I've been using 0.6 lot. For runners, it's basically up to you. You know, like if you have a runner running, it's something you have to decide what percentage are you going to close and what percentage are you going to, like, you know, leave open. Sometimes what happens is that when you're very confident, what you say is, hey, like, you know what? No, well, starting off, what you do is you leave like 20% running or 15% running, you know, and as you keep on doing that day in and day out, what happens is slowly you build confidence, you know, and that confidence comes from leaving smaller runners running. So when your runners keep on running to your original targets, then you start to say, okay, you know what? This time I'm going to leave a bigger runner running, you know, instead of letting a 20% run, I'm going to let 50% run, you know. So that's how you build confidence in leaving runners running. But also with runners, the thing is, not all runners are going to keep on going where you want them to go. You know, 80% of the time, 70% of the time, you will always get stopped out at break even. You know, that's why it's very important to secure profits whenever you can. Let's take a look here. I signed up for the course Tuesday, already made back that 3 times. Oh, Grace Shamar, I remember. Crypto. What do you think about EJ now? EJ. I think EuroJPY broke above this area and this move down became a fake out. So now I think it's creating some sort of like a support for price to continue moving bullish. So you would want this candle to respect the low of the previous 30-minute candle. Yeah, you would want candle to close above this area. for it to continue moving bullish. How do you close a portion of a position on MT4? The thing about closing a portion position on MT4 is like you have to go through 4 steps. But with Magic Keys, there's one button. There's one button here which says close custom. So I press this close custom right here. I press it, boom, and it closes, you know, whatever percentage I've set for it to close, without going to MT4 and going through options and modify trade and modify volume and all that. Just one press of a button. Opening now a buy on EJ with stop loss below that candle, is that possible? No, you would want this candle to close above here as well, because this is one candle that's closing back in the range. So you want this candle to close back in the range as well. You know, please don't make the mistake of taking a buy and then ending up in a loss. You know what I mean? There's a probability it can go up, but generally, to be safe, you want the next candle, you want basically this candle to close above this area. So when the next candle breaks the high, you can take a buy and have price go up. You know, so right now, there's no trade on your JPY. I mean, that's what I would do. Let's take a look at this. This is Euro USD 30-minute chart. Ooh,
all right, guys, have a good one. All right.
All right, Stefanos, take care.
See you, brother.
See you. Price printed bearish, 30-minute close bearish. Resistance has been created. Okay, beautiful. Now all you need to do is, this price needs to respect this low right over here. It needs to respect this support and continue on moving down. Also, we're coming very close to a volatile news here as well. So I think it was a pretty good day. It got like around like 11 pips here. Let's write it down here. Hey, is there a way I could have maybe reduced my losses from this trade I took this morning based on a 4-hour time frame? Let's take a look over here. Ooh, let's take a look at GA first. GA taking a sell over here. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. The candle's still open, so you gotta wait for candle to close to take a sell, right? Yeah, you gotta wait for candle to close to take a sell. Simple mistakes. What's this? GJ 4-hour entry candle was here. Trade taken based on a 4-hour candle closed 3 hours ago. So let's take a look on the 1 hour here now. So this trade was taken at the 4-hour close right over here. It started at 5 a.m. So if you look here, the 1 hour candle closed like a small body candle under resistance. So taking a buy made no sense at all. It was just, I would say that wasn't a good trade at all, because you have candles closing below resistance. You wanted the small time frame candles to close above resistance for the 4 hour to continue moving up. So I think the analysis was wrong on that. Even the 30-minute, look at this, man. This 30-minute candle closed bearish at resistance. So yeah, you needed some more stronger confirmations there. Let's take a look at this Euro JPY. Euro JPY, price book support, clean traffic, stop loss above the wick, waiting for price to retrace support. Okay, so you're looking for sells over here, or are you in sells, or yeah, you know, so if you were in this GJ sell and you're thinking about what could you have done differently, I guess you could have just not taken the trade at all, because there was no confirmation for buys. Even if you look on the 4 hour, yeah, 4 hour closed bullish above this area, but the smaller time frames, they were rejecting resistance. So you got to check all time frames. You know, you got to look at all the time frames, because all the time frames are gonna move together to create the overall time frame. Yeah, no problem, bro. If this chart came from the gulag, man, we would have started a roasting session. But since it came from Zoom, so we went easy on the roasting. What's this here? Long on GJ for potential wick fill trade. Yeah, I mean, it could go up. Bias is bullish over here. 100% is bullish. We moved below 139.850, made this liquidity wick. We took a buy, price moved up, candle closed bullish over here. And I guess we were correct as we moved towards the New York Open. Price will continue moving up. It moved up, and I think this is the New York Open volume. And this should continue price up as well. What is the music that you're playing? I can't hear that music, but it's from the YouTube audio library. Does Magic Key work with MT4? If yes, can you close partial positions on a single 10 lot trade? Kess Express. I think Magic Key is not the correct product for you. With that kind of question, I don't think you should get Magic Keys. Because you know, like it's a product for extremely smart people, and I want people to use it properly. You know, so I think you need to spend more time in the charts. You need to like really look at what you're trying to do, and then you shouldn't go by the Magic Keys. But at this stage, with that question, I don't think it will be the right product for you right now. Because, you know, like whoever gets Magic Keys or like courses or whatever you're trying to get, I mean, people should aim for everyone to have like the best experience possible. Yesterday, 2 people wanted to get in on the mentorship intake that we're doing in October, November, and I straight up denied them. There were some reasons I denied them, but the main reason was because if they would have joined, they wouldn't have had a great experience, you know. So that's the reason. 5-minute forming of support. Should we look at 5-minute or stick with a 15-minute and 30-minute? Let's take a look here. 5-minute is forming a support. Yeah, I think in a pair like GJ, which is very, very volatile, I think you can go down to the smaller time frames sometimes to see those little confirmations. So we can see this here, right? If this was on the 30-minute, I would say, okay, you know what? We're going to continue up 100%, 110%. So that would make sense too. You know, it stop being like 4 or 5 pips on the 5-minute, but yeah. And the 15-minute continue going up, and the 30-minute can continue up to fill the wick. See this arc, this McDonald's arc price is making. What's the longest you've held a trade? I held the trade for 3 days in a drawdown, and then I closed it in a drawdown. That was the longest trade I held. After that, I was like, no, never ever again. What's the best book on trading that you have read? 10 Essentials of Forex. We talked about that yesterday in great depth. Ooh, look at that, man. God damn. This thing is still going.
Yeah.
Jeez.
There's a good chance this 15-minute candle will close above that previous wick.
Oh, 100%.
And from there, man, going for the races.
Yeah, 100%. 140, 150.
Yeah, man.
So whoever was talking about the 5-minute, look at that, you were correct. You know, so this can go in your notes. That when on the high time frame we're trending bullish. It's the same thing as when on the 4-hour we're going bullish. You could drop down to the 1 hour and 30-minute. You look for supports to be formed to take a trade. It's the same thing here. You know, if we're going bullish on 30-minute, 15-minute, you're dropping down to the 5-minute to take the trade. The reason I'm not pushing the 5-minute in, because the 5-minute will give you trades all the time. And I know people are here that have really garbage discipline, and they'd be looking at the 5-minute all the time to take the trade, and they'd be losing. You know, so that's why I don't push the 5-minute a lot. That's advanced concepts, and that's something you're going to learn on your own as you go along this journey. Ooh, look at that retracement. I just held a trade for 16 hours. It was a great learning lesson. My son and I laughed about sending you the chart so you can make fun of me. Send it over. Send it over. We'll take a look. We got 3,300 people watching here. Here's what I meant about the GJ move in my last post. Can you please have a look? Let's take a look here. Raja is the best scammer I know. Oh, thank you, thank you. See, now I take that as compliment. You know, so many people call me scammer and fraud and this and that. I'm just like, perfect, man. Those are amazing nicknames. Price created a low but closed back in the range. Break of 139.950. Wait for candle to close, retest low. Okay, so what happened here? Did you take the trade? Was it a loss? Was it a win? I don't know. I guess we will never know. What do you think about 400 pips in a week? Amazing, man. I mean, you can get 400 pips if you trade gold or USD ZAR, but not with GJ. Damn, like GJ didn't even move 400 pips in this week. Please improve magic keys to prevent overtrading. I think you need to improve your discipline and your mindset. Or maybe go get a new brain, because I mean, just by saying improve magic keys to stop overtrading, that's why you're in the gulag. How can you tell someone, please fix something so I can fix my overtrading? I mean, this just... Do people think what they're asking? Man. Oh, hey, Sinan. Alright, let's go. Alright, I'll be right back. Boss is here.
Kerwin, you still holding your runner?
Yeah, man. I'm still in.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I mean, stop loss is right now. My stop loss is 139.927. It's basically 139.93.
Yeah, my stop is at 139.929, so I'm good.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, Yosh, let's go.
Come on. Stress-free trading, right?
Ooh, USD CAD is still ranging here. Your JPY is still chilling. GU is retracing hard. It's coming down to the support it created right over here. That was a pretty good move on GJ. Really liked it. Even though the Chinese indicator wasn't making those confirms, but that's still pretty good. Am I on mute? No, I'm not on mute. Pretty good.
After your win trade, now Chinese indicator is saying pound is little bit stronger than the yen.
Yeah, it is what it is. So that was a profitable trade. We are rejecting this area here. So, you know, this was a minor resistance we identified before here as well. So, which is why we're rejecting now. So, you know, if price creates support at this point, then you can expect moving into, like, you know, NYC open, we can continue moving bullish. So, but now you'd want price to create like a support in this area right over here. Let's take a look at this chart here by Jackson. Jackson sent it. Oh, what's this? Sexy Asian women in Milton. Alright, let's zoom in a little bit. This was NZD USD. TP buy stop activated. Move stop loss when I wake up, making the risk low. Okay, makes sense, makes sense. Now I think if you look on the 1 hour time frame, and if you can see a support forming down at the 1 hour time frame, then you can probably put your stops at break even and maybe secure some positions. Should I hold it? It were a bad trade. What do you think? Well, I mean, yeah, you can just secure it. You can secure positions and you can let the rest run. Let's take a look at gold. Ooh, gold is at 1939. 1939. Gold is still arranging here, waiting for the news to come in. Sit down. Do you think gold will drop? Gold will... Well, you know, to be honest, I'm not really sure because there's news coming in and anything happened with the news. So what we can do is we can possibly create like a support right over here, right? We got support right here on gold. And then we got our resistance right at, what is this price? 1942? 1942. I guess that's what Josh has over there, 1942. I think if we kind of buy stop at 1942, could be a lucky trade. 1942 for the news, boom.
Issues.
Yeah, your JPY is kind of like closing over here. So if you look on the 30 minute, this was a 30-minute wait for the candle to close, and this candle is now about to close about 125 to 80. And I think the next candle you could see price moving up here. Ooh, calling it a day. Got my 2 trades today. Take care, Gabriel. Take care, take care. Are you done today? Yes, I'm done taking trades. I took 1 trade. It was a win, and that's it. That's it. That's it, man. Got a winning trade, and I'm good. I just didn't understand why you took the buy trade because there was only a 5 pips to the next broken resistance. Let's take a look at that broken resistance over there, what you're talking about. This is coming from Cali. Cali from Gulag. Oh, right over here. Oh, okay. No, basically, that was being ignored because that didn't make sense because we had candle moving down. So we had this clean candle moving down. So price had to mirror the same area over here to continue going up. And also, like, you know, we had a volume coming in with NY open, so that pushed price up too. I'm done for the day, and it feels good to be back on the live. It's time to go make some gains. Oh, nice. Have fun, man. I have leg day today. Gonna do some legs today. Not a big fan of legs, but Gotta do it. Gotta do some squats and lunges and hamstring curls and leg extensions. Let's check this out. This is GJ 4-hour chart. 4-hour resistance, rejection on the 4-hour. Idea for sells, wait for the 4-hour to close. If candle closes below, look for sells to fill the wick. Idea for buys over there too. Okay, so basically now you're going to go down to the smaller time frame. Then on the smaller time frame, you would want to see some sort of a candles closing bullish. This is something you could take before the 4-hour candle closes. What do you suggest in gold and volume coming in? Since there's news coming in for the US dollar and you're looking at gold, I would say stay away from gold. But if you want to be a cowboy, you can have a buy stop at 1942. And yeah, just have a buy stop at 1942. 1942 is our lucky number today. Hey Raja, if there are two more economic data released for a currency conflicting each other, then what should we pay attention to? I don't think you should be paying attention to how the news is moving that currency. I mean, if you have two news coming for a currency pair which is going to move them in opposite ways, then I don't think you should be looking at that at all. I think you should be just spectating it, you know, from the sidelines. Does a bearish candle formed and closed above a move considered a support formed? Yeah, so basically if you get a bullish candle form after this, then you got a support formed. But so far I think it made a high at like 1940, 060, 080, and now it's trying to do a retest, maybe form a support and then continue bullish. Alright, we got 3 minutes. 3 minutes left. Let's take a look at this chart here. This is Euro New Zealand, resistance formed, TP over here, enter when the next candle breaks the previous candle low. Yep, makes sense. Makes sense for it to continue down on a bearish momentum here. So we got 2 minutes left over here. So we're gonna keep an eye on gold over here now. Hey, how will the Jackson Hole Symposium affect news on Forex Factory, especially GJ? I have no idea. No idea at all. It happens once a year, and I haven't seen it happen enough to know what's going to happen on the Jackson Hole Symposium. But it happens once a year. I mean, if you ask someone, they're going to say, well, yeah, price is either going to move up if they say this, or it's going to go down if they say that. So it's the same thing as saying price is going to move up and down. We just don't know where. We got 30 seconds left here. 1942 buy stop. If that's going to work. I don't know, man. Josh is nodding head. He's like, all right, let's go, let's go, let's go. What is that music in the background? The effects of the news is immediate? Yes. Sometimes. Sometimes there's a delay, you know, but most times it's immediate effect. Take a look over here. Oh, nothing. Oh, it's moving. Will it hit 1940?
1941.
Oh, 1941. Man, the spreads are super wild. Your JPY closed above that area, so I think a good opportunity would be once this candle breaks the high over here, and you can expect the volume in NY to continue price up towards 125.450.
Right there, that's the price on gold. You need to be aware of it. But once we break 125.450, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Now I was saying that once price break above 1941, 990 or 1942, it's gonna be a nice push. Take profit easy. It's gonna be like 40 points, 40 pips. But
testing. Testing. Hi,
We
Carmen.
can hear you good.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Oh, better now. Yeah, you see, price on gold is having a really hard time to break above 1941, 900.
Oh, wow.
90. I'm sorry. I'm used to GJ with the 3 points. Yeah.
Hey, please notice Candice B is here. Come on, she can be your guest if you don't have one. No, I don't know who that is. Ooh, USD CAD is still ranging. Your JPY is kind of like having some trouble over here. What's this? Would you consider 2 losses, 2% down on a day well-managed risk for the day? Well, that's something you have to ask yourself. You have to ask yourself that. You know, like my idea of risk management is that if I'm risking 2% for the day, am I ending the day with 2%? Or am I ending the day with less than 2%? If I'm ending the day with 2% loss as planned, then that to me is like good risk management because I followed my rules and whatnot. But if I'm ending my day with less than 2%, then that means I had really, really good risk management.
Just so you know, gold should continue dropping.
Oh yeah, it looks like it. Let's see what the outcome of the news was here. Oh, bad numbers. Bad numbers. GDP was good numbers. I guess GDP is driving it down or whatever. The news is bad for gold. I'm in buys. Would I close? Oh, this just dropped.
Price is reacting to that resistance.
Oh, damn. Man, I just don't know what's going on over here, man. I mean, where's your stop loss?
Trust me. If price is reacting to some sort of resistance around 1942, how can you look for buys right now?
Oof.
The easiest way to catch was this sell, which I'm gonna close 50% right now.
I mean, whoever got the buys, man. Yo, listen, whoever took a buy stop at 1942 and you got annulled, that was a joke. I mean, that was a joke, man. Like that doesn't even make any sense. Buy stop would have been right over here, not over at like a random 1942 number. That was a joke. Yeah. So the spread activated it and brought you in a big drawdown. What was this drawdown here?
It was maybe a signal sent from your good friend out there.
Yeah. Yeah, Gulag went into the gambling mode real quick. Hey, Raja, in theory, if pound is stronger than the yen on the indicator, that would make GJ bullish or bearish, and why? I think you need to really study how price moves. If pound is stronger than the yen on the indicator, indicators don't make sense, so don't look at the indicator.
And if you miss that pullback on 5 minutes on gold to the previous support, you miss your another 20 pips and profits.
So volatile.
Yeah.
Extremely volatile. Oh wow. When you are looking at news from gold, where are you looking? I'm not looking at news on gold at all. I'm not even trading gold at all. Man, if I'm not trading gold, if I don't understand gold, then I don't think, I mean, if someone is just gambling on gold, trying to make money on these fast moves, good fucking luck. Your luck will run out real quick. Your luck is going to run out faster than the mango juice runs out when I win trades. Your luck is going to go pew. Why gold down news is for USD and CAD? Because, why gold is moving because it's news for USD? Because gold and US dollar are directly correlated, that's why. Thanks for today, Raja. How could I be mentored by yourself? Stephen, you cannot be mentored by me. That doesn't exist. If you can find it, you can find it. If not, then it just doesn't exist. Looks like GG is still struggling here. CAD is still struggling there. Your JPY is now starting to move up over here after breaking the high. This was like the trade I had on GJ, right over here. This was the trade on GJ. GJ was right over here. When we broke the high over here, I took a buy, and then your JPY, same thing happening here. Broke the high, and this is the time when there's going to be volume in the market. And after we did a like a liquidity grab, like a retest, I think it should continue moving bullish. Gold destroyed me. Oh man. Good morning, bro. Outside of looking at price, where do you go to learn more about the pair you trade? On the charts. This right here on the charts. It takes months. It takes months and months and months to really learn how the pair moves. You know, I've been looking at GBJPY for the last 2.5 years straight, every morning between 6:30 a.m. and 9 a.m. every morning for 2.5 years. You know, and now you gotta imagine if you're looking at something for this long, you know something that someone new doesn't know. You know, like you know, especially some things from it. So that's where experience comes in. Please tell me how to close partial position from one position using magic keys if you have two positions running. Yeah, I think you need to go read the description there. There's a button there which you can choose. Joshua Lindsay donated $100 US. All right, let me just, now I'll have to match that. I'll have to match that donation now. Shit, man. What you got to do that to me? Super chat. Can we do oh, no stickers. Oh. We are the champions, my friend. We'll keep on fighting. Look at your JPY. Yeah, your JPY is going to continue moving bullish over here. Let's give away a $500 account. Okay. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. What's going to be the challenge there? How can we give away a $500 account? All up to you. Oh, you'll pull up 250? Okay, I'll put up 250 too. Now we just got to choose a winner. Now we just got to choose a winner to give them a $500 account. Someone is saying, give it to me. Okay, you get it.
Choose me. Choose me.
It's not that easy, man. Oh, give it to me. Give it to me. No, man. Come on.
You need a bullish hat to be eligible.
Oh, there we go. You need a market fluidity hat to be eligible for a $500 account.
God damn.
God damn.
Josh is flexing that hat pretty good. Oh shit, he got the t-shirt also. Oh damn. Oh damn, he got the mouse pad.
Ah, it's full. Okay.
See, I have this thing. Right on my desk. This is on my desk. 3 trades, 3 wins in a row, 2 wins, 1 loss, 2 losses. Call it a day. Move to the next day.
Yeah, man.
So GPJPY is just ranging over here. Just ranging.
And I can wipe my phone with it.
I took this trade in the afternoon. Can I know what went wrong? Let's take a look here. I entered a buy over here on GPCAD. Okay. I think what you also need to, it's not about what went wrong. It's about, I think you also need to include how did you manage this trade? How did you manage risk? What happened? Where did you close? How much pips did you lose? You know, so I mean that information is really helpful, because if I see that information, I know that you did some work over there. You know, so far I just know you just took an entry, you hit stop loss. I mean, what's next? How could you have done this differently? You know, how could you have managed your risk better? That information is missing in this chart. So you need to add that information there, because that's not only going to help you, but it's also going to help someone out there to see things better too. You know, so it's always good to always add those things. You know, did you manage risk? Did you close a certain position? Did you close a certain percentage and stuff like that? Sell over here on gold. Oh, nice. Beautiful. You got that thing coming down. But going back to this GPCAT chart, I think you could have closed your trade as this candle closed bearish. You could have closed this trade. But then again, I don't know what happened there, or did you just hit stop loss, or how the trade was managed. So that information is missing. How about prove 3 weeks of profitability? Yeah, we'll have to think about how to give away this $500 account. We'll have to think about it. I think I'll spend the weekend. On the weekend, we're gonna brainstorm, and then we're gonna figure out how to give away the $500 account. So there will be 4 prizes. Let's do this, right? 4 prizes. No, actually, no, not 4. I'm not that nice. 3 prizes. One is going to be, the top prize is going to be a $500 account. The second prize is going to be a magic keys. The third prize is going to be $30 off of magic keys. So we're going to choose what the competition is going to be, and then we're going to see what we can do. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Uncle Ted gave out 10K for 10 people. Listen here. What's your name here? Honey's Corner. Honey's Corner. Uncle Ted makes more money than I can spend in my lifetime, so you can do that. I can't do that right now. I still got a long way to go over there. That's like saying, oh, but Jeff Bezos gave away millions, you know? Like, man, people are so stupid, man. I mean, sometimes, I don't think sometimes people, when they say things, they process it in their minds before saying it. It just goes directly from the gulag of the brain to the mouth, and or to the fingers, and they just type it. Oh, since they want to be so negative. That person is not allowed to enter the challenge. Yeah, there we go. Honey's Corner, your name has been noted down. We have noted down Honey's Corner name. So yeah, USD CAD is ranging here. Your JPY is continuing to move up over here. I think whoever's in your JPY buys here, I mean, you're gonna have a pretty good trade over here, going up towards 125, 450 here now, around like 12 pips away from here. Looking at gold, wow, gold rejected that area hard. Hard. You said that it requires more discipline on the longer time frames instead of the small time frames. Can you explain more? Yeah. It requires more discipline on the higher time frames because you gotta wait more. On the small time frames, you gotta wait less. In all seriousness now, how can I get in on the Zoom call? I mean, if you can find it, you can find it. If you can't, then you can't. That's just the way it is. Sorry. And that's the way it is. The market's gonna humble you if you call tops and bottoms and you don't use a stop loss. Yeah. And then you overtrade. Can you make a video for longer time frames? Oh, look at this, man. GJ is continuing upward. GJ broke the high over here, broke the high of the previous candle in a 15-minute, and looks like it's about to head off towards 140, 150. Your JPY. Ooh, your JPY is also moving up. Wow, man. See, same buying idea on both pairs. Look, this GJ was right over here. Candle broke the high, took a buy, and EJ, same thing right over here. We were mentioning this too, and this was like a nice 9, 10. Ooh, oh, wow, 11 pip move.
Ooh.
Reach target here too.
God damn, GG, come on.
GG is moving too.
Oh man.
Wow.
God damn. If this 50.
Oh, brother. Look at EJ and GJ, both are moving. Damn. Whoever's in EJ buys right now, man, and if you took the buys and you got some confidence from the stream, just give a double like on the stream, you know, give a thumbs up over there.
Oof.
Ooh, come on. 140, 150 coming up.
Holy.
Oh, Lord, 140, 150.
Shush. Shush.
And there we go. 140, 150. Oh, your JPY has left the screen.
Come on, brother, baby, run.
What's the runner, my friend?
What's that? Left the screen. Let's go.
Wow.
It was a very nice push, my friend.
That was a nice 10 pips.
Very beautiful. Hallelujah, man.
Hallelujah.
$200 for the day, and I'm done, guys. I'll donate for the gulag.
It's funny how when people start going in profits, they come on the mic, man. Like, where are you guys when we're consolidating? Where are you guys when it's only me alone by myself?
Kick him out.
God damn. I'll kick you out too, Kervin.
I was sleeping.
No, the problem was you can hear me, but Kivan and me, we were talking about this trade.
Yeah.
Secret.
That mango juice in clutch.
Yeah, mango juice came clutch, man.
Am I out of the gulag microphone?
Yeah, you're good. We can hear you now. Wow. Crazy. Look at this. Your JPY moved solid like 20 pips. GJ, goddamn.
That 1942 tequila moved GG to the upside.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
1948.
But that buy stop on 1942 on gold, whew, that drained accounts.
Yeah, that drained accounts, man.
I can't believe people thought that was a good idea.
I think Powell was peaking at 930, right?
Oh, brother, we're heading off to 140-200 here.
Can you imagine if GG break that resistance? We're going to the 140-500s.
I can't.
We're gonna get that 141.
Ooh, Hasnan Tahir donated £4 and 99 pence. Thank you. Total, we have $205 running in donations today.
How much?
I might book that flight to London. GJ just paid for a first class trip.
Bro, come on, let's go. Let's go to England.
Make sure they got the 42 ready. I'm not going to the boot camp. It's the nightlife.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Like there are a lot, like I mean, we know a lot of people over there. It's gonna
I'll
be.
probably fly in for like 2 days. I've been looking at flights; they're pretty cheap.
They're like the flight I got was like 700. I upgraded to the big legroom seat for about like 400 more, and I was like, oh, perfect.
Bro, we're too tall. Like we can't fly anything but first class. It's not a bougie thing. It's just a comfortability thing. Like
Yeah,
I can't do economy.
yeah, my legs are like this when I'm sitting there. I'm like, this is
Yeah,
bullshit, man.
and you can't even use like the armrest beside you because you got somebody fat, and it's just.
Oh, I always use the armrest. I just muscle
Oh,
my
you go
arm.
hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you pay for. You pay for the armrest. And
My man got a buy stop on an armrest. Yo, American Airlines screwed me. I paid for 2 first class tickets. They lost my reservation, so my girlfriend was in first class and they put me in economy. I was heated.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw your story.
You're like,
Yeah, I was pissed.
you're like,
And
honey,
then
you
look,
can.
so yeah, I was like, go ahead, you got it. And then look, they said no alcohol on the plane, but they gave her alcohol. She kept walking back and giving it to me, and economy was pissed.
Yeah, all
And
you
then the
people
lady,
back there, no alcohol for you guys.
the lady beside me started painting her nails. I went off. Fumes in the cabin. I flipped shit.
Is this what I paid for?
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck's wrong with you? You're gonna paint your nails on a plane?
Yeah.
Terrible.
Man, the worst is when people take off their shoes and socks and they put their feet on the.
Oh no. Nah, I tell them they need to put them shits back on. That's crazy. Disrespect. Don't fly American Airlines. They're packing the planes. Every seat was packed. There was no social distancing. I was so mad.
Oh, really? Like no masks either?
No, masks for sure, but I mean, like, they shouldn't be booking every seat. Ooh, look at GJ. That runner is a Usain Bolt.
Wow.
Out of here.
This was the trade for today, GJ. Caught all the way
I
down
miss
from 139,890.
I miss those
I
second
wonder,
entries, man.
yeah, man, what were we doing? Sleeping?
That runner is up like 27 pips right now.
27 pips. We got 27 pips.
Yep.
the Gulag's still in cells trying to prove Raja wrong.
The other day we had a guy, he was like, GJ's gonna go down because Elliott wave 4 and some RSI oversold. I'm like, all right then, we do this every day. Oh, look at that, Sasha, 26 pips.
If everybody comes to the stream, they should understand that price action is king.
Yeah.
All that Fibonacci bullshit. You teach us that shit isn't necessary. I mean, this is so simple.
Price action is the king.
Sure is.
I've been loving the consolidation, man, because I mastered it.
Hey team, question. Did you take another buy at GJ? No, I didn't. I only had
Come
one
on,
buy
man.
till 140. That's it.
What's up with all this over trading? If you don't enter the way you want to enter, then just wait until the next day. So stupid.
Yeah.
I get frustrated.
Because if you look over here, I think the second entry could have been right over here when we were breaking the high on the 15-minute right here. Because these candles here, they were closing. So this candle closed below resistance. This closed below resistance. Closed below. Closed below. Closed below. So I think the break of the high here would have been a second entry with stops below this 15-minute candle, kind of like what we had on GJ when I took this entry right here.
Yeah. My second entry was 140.055. Because like Kivan and me were discussing, the previous entry was a little bit riskier because we barely have more confirmations, but since price was reacting to the previous support, I mean, it was a big chance for GJ to continue up. So I was looking for 140 to take entries once the candle start breaking the previous 30-minute candle. So I was looking for buys from there to retest the 140 200. That's 50 pips, easy. So yeah, and I think my day is done. The runner's still going. My last position is closed already. So it's a blessing. It's a beautiful day.
Man, I want to close my MT4. It's just frozen.
Oh wow.
God damn it.
Man, you need MT5, man.
Yeah, I know. I need to do that. God damn. Even on my phone. Oh, now it's back.
Come on, Kerwin. Ready for another one?
Oh Lord. Oh man.
You got nothing to do today. You're already in profit. You're not doing nothing. I don't
Yeah,
want
you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna grab something from here.
So if anyone's looking for a next trade, this would be the next trade right here. This candle close above this level, two things could happen. The next candle could either push down, pull back up, break the top to go here, right? I'm sorry, I'm not the best artist. Or the next candle forms support, same like the bottom, a bearish candle, close, the next candle breaks the high of that wick to continue to go up to 143.70. So that's your next trade right there.
Yeah, I like it.
Missed those second buys, man, helping my son with his online class.
Damn it. Online classes.
Kerwin, the gulag is going in on you. Randy Savage says you have the most annoying voice on the planet.
Oh, thank you guys. That's a compliment for me. Thank you.
What is this, dude?
Imagine if I care about that.
Right.
I wouldn't be
That's
happy.
The thing, that's the thing about the gulag. Like they say things to try and
Who said that? Oh, Randy Savage?
yeah, spark
Randy
people. It's
Savage.
like, are you serious? Like,
There you go. Time out.
this is their goal. They just want to say stuff to like upset people. It's hilarious at this point. If he has the most annoying voice in the world, why are you even in the chat? Just roll.
Oh, he's on timeout. He's not in the chat no more.
All right, let's take a look at this chart here. This was entered on the 15-minute candle close. Okay, stop was right over here, below the previous 15-minute candle. Whole entry hit TP, price moved too fast, made 4% off this trade alone. Beautiful. That's just crazy. Yeah, man, EJ had a crazy move, just like we predicted.
You know what's good? That next four hour is gonna break that resistance.
I think so.
Yeah,
Wait,
there's a lot of momentum.
This move up was the start towards the finish at 140,400. Yeah. This was the start towards the road to 140,400. Haji Sohi, hello guys, how are you doing? Anyone can make me donation to help me? I just lost my... Man, we don't need this shit in the chat here. Alright. Yes, so let's take a look here.
Yo, Roger, we got to work out that challenge this weekend. Let's brainstorm it.
Yeah, we're gonna brainstorm a challenge to give that out. Oh wow, it looks like this thing will really come up to these levels we had over here. Looks like Satya's looking at his phone. He's like, oh my god, oh my god.
His MT4 is frozen.
It just unfroze at the right time. It hit my full TP.
So this candle right here, I wouldn't take those buys, since it just started a couple minutes ago and it broke the high, what you want to see is the candle go back down to 140, 150 level, tapped in that area, and come back up and break the top to take those buys to go to 140, 370.
I mean, unless we get a break and retest and go back down and then just continue back to that support at 140.
All right, guys, I'm gonna head off over here.
Yes, sir.
Take care. It's leg day for me today.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Ooh, Chris, you reminded me to do laundry.
Thank you. Hey man, not too much happening. Gotta get some shit done.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta get shit
Oh,
done
man.
here now today.
This is the type of guy you if any girls in here, this is the type of guy you need to marry. He was cooking yesterday, now he's laundering.
Bro, I am married and I'm cooking for my
This is the
wife.
perfect one.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, we don't want to get him in trouble. All right,
She's studying to be a vet, so I make sure she's ready for school every day.
Oh wow, that's awesome, man. That's lovely.
All right, guys, that was an awesome session again. Thank you very much. Have a good one.
Take care. Take care.
Bye bye. See you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
See you, everybody.
Be safe, stay strong.
See you tomorrow. Take care. Take care.
Again.
Take care. What was that?
Mañana.
Let's get a like, more likes.
Nah, man, we don't.